Homakini. Good morning, everyone. So I am Shelley Covert. I'm the spokesperson for the Nevada City Rancheria Nisenan tribe.
And I realized that what she is saying is, if you wall your house up so tightly that no cold wind can get in, you will also have walled it up too tightly for any moonlight to get in. And in poetry worldwide, a house is always a house and also a figure for the self, for your own life. The moon in Japanese poetry is the fullness of anything, but often the fullness of Buddhist awakening. So, permeability, saying yes to the cold winds. When I finally understood the poem, my relationship to the difficult was permanently altered. So here it is again. Although the wind blows terribly here, the moonlight also leaks between the roof planks of this ruined house.
Yesterday I was so lonely I could barely walk, my friend being mobbed by her grandchildren as we made our way past the farmers' markets, delicata squashes, the last tomatoes. I couldn't think what to buy, came home with nothing but sweet peppers, myriad colors in a single flavor, an elusive, solitary note. I watched her lay her cheek against the downy faces, saying, love, 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 and would have wept, except I'm dry of tears.
When my mother first came to America, she left behind my father and 3-year-old brother to work in a hospital in Richmond, Virginia, where the only person she knew was the Peace Corps volunteer that stayed with her family when she was just a teenager. The East Coast is cold during the winter, and there are no blizzards in the rainforest. The first lesson a Filipino learns in America is how to find warmth. Back home, the president has consolidated his power and declared martial law. He says it's for the good of the country.
Family is a hollow thing, the animal worthwhile. 30 years later, I collect bones, hold them in their fragility, place them in light-filtering spaces in my home to keep them from breaking, to remind myself that I break, that I am a bag of bones, generations bundled and left for vultures, clavicle, femur, tempered in tenderness, where a spine stands straight up, ever looking toward a sun covered in gray, asking for forgiveness and solace. I will wait an eternity for this, how my backbone shimmers in place still.
White rabbit, I am one thing, and then I'm something else. Catch me in the grass in the summertime, and crouch on your knees, and whisper like baby's breath, and open your big pink palms, and I'll come because that's what I do.
Nusha June. I tell the chef of the house how delicious her food is, and she says back, Nusha June. A blessing that goes deep, a giving back of more than just the meal. Nusha June. I say it now. Sometimes I just say it in my head because I know the person eating my food doesn't know what it means, but I mean it. It comes without me ever learning it literally. It comes from wanting to keep the gratitude in the open, not shy.
Today's sermon is that the world is full of light and shadow. You knew that. And that we need the shadow to know who we are in all our broken wholeness. I don't know anything really, but I can bear witness with words that I hope might somehow make the world more lovely and livable. To be a poet is a strange task, and some days I wonder what I'm doing, if I'm up for any other task than this noticing and shaping and being heartbroken again.
Shudders until love arrives, wrought and writhing in the rapt of rainbow moons.
Holy in the iniquitous cave, the the ever-beloved truth.
The ever-beloved truth of honest auguring plunges through the story, is a witness to the whole and lonely cottonwood rising, naked and vulnerable as cat and vole in winter's trembling dawn.
In winter's trembling dawn.
Speaks nothing of whimsy or novel fancy. No wind-driven answers lurk in the provoked countenance of sky of night or wave of day.
It is always and forever.
It is always and forever.
Always and forever.
Always and forever.
The reserved parking space at the cemetery lot has orange cones in shapes of simple paper party hats. The mourners can't be bothered with looking for a convenient spot.
The reserved parking space at the cemetery lot has orange cones in shapes of simple paper party hats. The mourners can't be bothered with looking for a convenient spot. No one wants to parallel park while sobbing.
It was hot, his head shone while he offered recipes to the group using words which I couldn't understand, and besides, I was a little tipsy on the dance of the velvety heart rolling in my mouth, pulling me down and down into the oldest countries of my body, where I ate my first fig from the hand of a man who escaped his country by swimming through the night, and maybe never said more than 5 words to me at once, but he gave me